Welcome back, guys. I know it's been a while. My family and friends have reminded me for quite some time that I need to get back to it. And here I am. We're going to start a series of videos that I'm calling the essentials of the Dimelo kitchen. Today we're going to be starting with a Dominican style sazon done my way, basically. It's pretty much a staple in my kitchen. It's what I use as a base in pretty much all of my cooking, and everyone seems to dig it. Okay, let's talk about these ingredients today. We're gonna need 1 cup of cilantro. We're gonna need 1 cup of chopped culantro. We're gonna need 1 whole bell pepper, green. We're gonna need 2 celery stalks, 1 large onion or 2 small ones. That's why you see 2 here, they're small. We're gonna need ajis gustoso, which are sweet peppers. Have a good look at them. Now, be careful because these can easily be mistaken for habaneros or Scotch bonnet, and that will not be a pleasant experience if you're not into spice. So ask your grocer if they are ajis gustoso or small sweet peppers. If you can't find this, any sweet pepper will do. Okay, moving on. We've got 8 cloves of garlic, 1/4 cup of olive oil, 1/4 cup of vinegar, 1 teaspoon of salt, half a tablespoon of pepper, and 1/4 cup of dry oregano. I'm biased and I normally just use Dominican oregano because it's so aromatic. I don't know how Dominicans haven't leveled up and, put this on the map, really. Only we know about it. It's like a secret. I don't know why, but this is one of the brands that you can possibly find. And if you can't find it, just hit me up and I can probably direct you somewhere. Okay? All right. Gonna get to chopping the vegetables, and then we're gonna start blitzing it up and getting it nice. Let's start with the onions. Make sure you have a sharp knife and be careful. So this is going to be a rough chop. Now, this recipe would yield about 2.5 cups of sazon, which is probably good, will do you good for a whole week. And it will last in the fridge for about, say, 3 weeks. So you should be okay with that. Again, rough chop. And I'm doing them this small because I'm using a small, compact processor. Okay, we got the 2 celery stalks. No need for this. Discard that. You can save that. You can save this for stock. Okay, when we start blitzing, it's gonna be in small parts. I'm not going to throw everything all together. Okay, let's chop up this culantro. That's that. Now, cilantro comes into the picture. Rough chop again. Okay, guys, this is going to yield like 2.5 cups. Pretty much this whole thing. So this should last you a week or more. Let me give these a quick rinse and I'm going to de-seed these because you see this stuff, you don't want this, okay? So we're going to take out the seeds and clean them up a bit. Okay guys, so this is what they look like after you clean them up, okay? All the seeds are gone, all the stems are out. All right, so we've got all our vegetables except the bell pepper ready to go. Let's take care of that now. So I normally go down the sides. Okay, we don't want the seeds and we don't want none of this white part. You can save that for stock or throw it out. And now we rough chop. I should have used my larger cutting board. Again, I'm going to chop these into small pieces because I'm using a compact processor. No need to bring out the big boy because I'm not doing a big batch. It's basically for you guys. It is the holiday, so I'm going to be putting this to good use. And you'll be seeing some videos coming up where I showcase recipes including this sazon. So make sure to hit that notification bell and subscribe. Now we're going in with our little KitchenAid mini processor. It is handheld with this device over here. I don't have a long enough extension, so it's not reaching. So anyway, it has a blade inside, you see. And we're gonna go in slowly, okay? Let's put in some cilantro, some green peppers, green bell pepper, ajisito, or ajis gustoso, some onion. So this is all going to start, reducing as it macerates inside this contraption. I like to call this my little salsonator. Just kidding. But anyway, all right. Let's give it a little sprinkle of vinegar, so it's got something to lubricate. A little sprinkle of oil. We'll leave the salt and pepper and oregano for last. Let's give this its first blitz. Okay, so we're not looking for a sauce. We're looking for a nice chunky consistency. If you like a saucy type of sazon, then by all means, you blitz it as long as you want. Okay. All right, first blitz is done. All right, it's looking nice and colorful. All right, let's put more of the vegetables in here. By all means, if you have a large processor, use it. I mean, I'm using this because I just am. Gonna hit it with a little bit more vinegar, a little bit of oil. We're off to blitzing. Wow, this smells amazing already. So again, this is part one of what I'm calling the Essentials series, and it's basically my staples in the kitchen, and it's what I use pretty much on a daily basis to cook. And you can season up anything with this: poultry, beef, lamb. Okay guys, we're almost done blitzing. Let's add the rest of the vinegar, the rest of the olive oil, the salt and pepper. Now, the reason I left the salt and pepper for last is because the salt is very abrasive. and it was going to break it down too fast for me, and I still want it a little chunky. Okay, so just, if you do want it a little bit more liquidy or saucy like, you can go ahead and put these in from the get. Putting in now. And finally, this one of the stars of the show, major component, Dominican oregano. Okay, time for its last and final blitz. Then we taste. Okay, guys, we're done with our final blitz. It's time to taste. Let's get this off. Looks amazing, smells amazing. I'm not taking the blade out just in case we gotta add something. Sometimes, you might want to add a little bit more salt or pepper or whatever. So just a dip like this, you don't have to. Wow, that's it. That's money. I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper to it, and we are done. Pinch of salt, another pinch of pepper. All else is good. The acidity level is great. And one last blitz, and we'll be done. Okay. So here's what we got. See, it's chunky. It's not too runny. Okay. One last taste. Fantastic. Fantastic. Can't go wrong with this. All right, folks. So this concludes the first episode of the Essentials series of the Dimelo channel. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell, and until next time, peace.